We were tracking Temu and Shein sales overall in the last couple of weeks. Sales growth totally collapsed.
President Trump's trade war, plus the elimination of a tariff loophole on foreign imports under $800, is pummeling Chinese fast fashion giants Shein and Temu. Data analytics firm Consumer Edge is tracking the numbers.
You had Temu, rising by 50%, Shein up 30% year over year, and those growth rates have moved, definitively into negative territory. With data through May 11th, we're talking, for Shein greater than 10% declines year over year, and for Temu greater than 20% declines.
So where are those customers spending their money instead?
What our analysis found was consumers that used to shop at Temu and Shein really increased spending at an outsized rate at department stores like Bloomingdale's, Kohl's, Nordstrom Rack. I wouldn't have guessed that these would have popped up, but just given their broad selection, it sort of makes sense that the same type of shopper would be attracted to them. Now, to be clear, it's not as if sales at these department stores overall are surging. Time will tell whether or not the activity of the shoppers becomes widespread enough.
Former Shein and Temu shoppers are also flocking to Old Navy, Savers Value Village, and the subscription service Nuuly.
Old Navy was notable. It's relatively affordable. It appeals to a lot of different age groups, different genders. That kind of jived with what you might think a lapsed Temu and Shein shopper might do. Savers Value Village really made a lot of sense. Resale has been one of the big outperforming categories within apparel, accessories, and footwear. And then interestingly, Nuuly, which is Urban Outfitters' clothing rental brand, has benefited, perhaps as these shoppers want a really wide-ranging wardrobe but don't want to spend so much money on every single piece.
But overall, consumers remain cautious.
It's not as if the data is pointing to some real strength. It's just sort of a reallocation of spending and certainly a cautious consumer trying to manage a more stretched wallet.